Hi there, welcome back for another episode of Dave Desk. Today we're looking at Bible basics for Galatians. So Galatians is probably one of Paul's earliest letters to the churches that he planted in southern Turkey. And he's writing because some Jewish believers have come into the churches and they've started criticising the foundations on which Paul has built the church there. And essentially they're saying that Paul isn't really a true apostle, he's not worthy of being called an apostle, and that he has watered down what needs to happen for someone to be saved, that the Jewish believers and the Greek believers all alike must observe the law, must observe ceremonial food and washing and feasts and circumcision. And Paul is writing to address this attack on his teaching, attack on the gospel he's taught. And he does so, first of all, by establishing his credentials, that his right to be called an apostle and to teach and to plant churches. And then he teaches really in depth on what it means to be saved, that it is through grace alone, by faith in Christ alone, and that any works or actions done are as a result of the grace we're shown, not as something that brings grace to us. And this question of what it means and what needs to happen for us to be saved is a question that has echoed down the years of the church, that so many of the large fault lines within the church have been on this issue, where people have come in and they've said, no, you need to add this, you need to do this as well as trusting in God, you need to do this other thing, act in this other way. And every time that's happened, it's been a misstep by the church, a falsehood, an attempt to take control of our own salvation, to resist the notion that salvation is all of God's giving to us and not anything of our own achievement. And because it's nothing of our own achievement, it's nothing that we can brag about or make us feel good about ourselves. And as humans, we're often trying to find ways of bragging and feeling good about ourselves, which is why we rebel against it. And I think it'd be great if you want to spend some more time in Galatians, read chapter 2, verses 15 to 21, and spend time reflecting on what it means for us to have died to ourselves and to live for Christ. What does that experience of sort of self-denial mean within this context of living out a Christian life today? For me, it means a great deal of challenge, of constantly having to say, am I doing this for my glory or for God's glory? But it's a great chapter 2, verses 15 to 21, great to dig down in there and to think about what it means for Christ to live in our lives by grace alone, through faith in Him alone. I hope that's given you something to think about and reflect upon today, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.